Did it feel like a really long time?
I like feel claustrophobic.
I know, and it's so loud, huh?
Give you the IV and they inject you and it's so loud. I feel like that was hard.
Was it?
Yes.
Was it loud? For me, my back, it was super loud.
Yeah, it's loud. But I have earplugs.
So go ahead and put your arms out like this.
Oh.
That hurts. Okay. I'm going to bring your arms up like this. Sorry.
She's been in a lot of pain, and she's a tough cookie, so it has really hurt her.
It just hurts so bad.
Yeah. Get busy. Get busy. Everybody get busy. I need y'all to report to the dance floor right this minute.
So welcome back to Not Enough Nelson. So today we are going to update you on Kass and on LiLee. So we kind of left you, we didn't mean to, but we didn't have the results back on either Kass or LiLee, and so this is their results. So if you remember, a few weeks ago, Kass had to go get another MRI, and just to update you really quick on like why she had to go get an MRI, we'll just show you a little bit of like what happened, how we found things, and why she had to go get the MRI, and then we will give you those results.
Oh, I'm feeling really nervous. I've done this twice already. One time when I didn't know if it was cancer or not. The other time it was just a checkup right after the surgery, so I knew that nothing grew back because it was just so soon. And then now I'm like, it's been like a year or a little over a year.
You guys might not know this. I went on a service mission for my church, and I had to come home early. I was planning to go on a mission for 18 months, and I only got to serve for 6 months because of health reasons. So what happened on my mission is my neck and my head, there was pain in my neck, and it started giving me really bad headaches. I started throwing up a lot, and I didn't know why this was going on, why this was even happening to me. I went to a doctor on my mission, and he just thought it was just maybe stress, and so he sent me to a chiropractor who worked on my neck and my back, and he was just saying there was like big knots in my back, and he was like turning my head. I've never heard my neck crack so many times in my life. It was really crazy. It was kind of scary. I didn't like the chiropractor a lot, but that's what the doctor advised me to do. So I was doing it, but the throwing up got worse and worse, and I could just tell that it wasn't stress. And so what they did is they took me and I got an ultrasound on my gallbladder, and it looked fine, and nobody knew what was going on. And so basically, the leader of my mission, he had to send me home because of the condition I was in and what was happening. So I came home and I was like, hey, I have got to figure out what's going on with me. It just kept happening. My neck and my head weren't really hurting as bad, but I was just throwing up a lot. We got into this car accident. Our car flipped and it was really scary. It was a miracle that we were able to get into that car accident because I felt perfectly fine after the car accident, and I was just worried about my siblings who were in this accident with me. But for me personally, I felt fine and I thought I was fine, but the doctor for some reason insisted that me, out of everyone, should get a CAT scan, and I was just like, I don't need a CAT scan. Little did I know what was happening to me. So I finally just said, okay, you can do the CAT scan. They just wanted to see if my head was okay from the car accident. I had my first surgery because they could not figure out what this growth was, and they were really scared that it was cancerous and could spread throughout my whole body. And so I was just scared, and I just tried to just not think about it. Okay guys, we're walking in. I'm starting to get that uneasy feeling in my stomach. I'm nervous.
It's gonna be okay.
this is.
Well, how's your symptoms since surgery? Has it gotten any better? Are you still having some neck symptoms?
I haven't really, I mean, every once in a while it will like ache if it's like cold outside or something, but it's like very rare.
That's a bonus then, because a lot of times after we kind of fuse your neck, you have some symptoms that are more prominent than they're not. So that's good.
Yeah.
What about stuff down your arms? Any sensation or things going down the arm?
No, I haven't really felt anything with my arms at all. Everything feels normal.
And you've been pretty active?
Ish. I'm a little bit nervous with working out still just because, I don't know, just with like workouts more and more I use my neck or something, or like my head a lot. Like sit-ups and things I'm nervous about, so but I've been like mildly, I guess.
Well, you can modify some of the sit-up activities. You can do planks. You can do kind of just curls that are only like 1/4%. You're not going all the way.
Okay.
Or you can even do stomach curls using like a medicine ball sometimes. That helps.
Oh, yeah.
So this visit says it is for MRI results of your neck.
Yeah.
Are you on a phone or an iPad?
I'm on an iPad.
I can share those with you.
Okay.
So this is the MRI that you just had done in December. And where this arrow is, this is your spinal cord. Just making sure that it's wide open, nothing's pinching it, and it looks good that way. And I also bring up a gadolinium image, which is this one now that I'm scrolling through. This would show me if there's any enhancement, and I don't see any new, that would signify there's any new desmoid tumor.
Oh,
So that's also
good. I've been nervous, so that's good.
And so that's the one with contrast. And then I also looked at this just shows me edema or inflammation, and I don't see any of that either.
Okay.
So those are all good things.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything else above or below that's showing any new breakdown at any of the disc spaces. So even though you had a fusion, your body is accepting it and it's not causing breakdown in other places.
Well, that's good.
So what questions do you have?
I do get headaches sometimes when I'm on like the computer because like of like the way my neck's like positioned maybe, I don't know. I'm on the computer a ton because that's our job and stuff, so I got like a thing that kind of like raises it up so like my neck could be more like, does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's definitely, that's what I was gonna say is get something that's ergonomically correct.
Yeah.
Like if you have the one on hydraulics that'll lift up, that's awesome. If not, you can stack books or something underneath there.
Yeah, I just got like a little desk thing that can go like over you, like where you're working or whatever, so that's helped since I got it just for a little bit. Nothing else. It's normal for it to kind of like feel weird when it's cold, right?
Yeah, it's because it's kind of, you have those bones that are fused.
Yeah.
There's hardware in there. And so sometimes with cold people complain of kind of arthritis symptoms where it just kind of will ache whether it's raining or getting cold.
Yeah, that definitely happens. And then like sometimes it will ache either like, I think underneath it or like just sometimes though, like not really very often, so.
That's pretty normal. Usually that's actually, it'll happen like once or twice a month with most people. So I wouldn't jump out of an airplane.
Yeah.
Just because the landing is a strong impact on your neck. Do you run or jog?
No, I just do walking.
Okay, so walking, swimming, cross trainers, riding a bike, those are all better exercises than running or jogging.
Oh, okay, good to know.
And at the gym, you can do most anything. I mean, we don't lift a lot of weights with our neck. And so you can lift weights with your arms and legs. It shouldn't be a problem.
What about dancing? Do you think dancing's fine? I know there's like sometimes weird head and hip hop and like there's like lots of things that you do with your neck, but
You should be fine with that.
okay.
I don't know if there's any new crazy dances out there with the neck, but
Okay. I think I've been like feeling pretty normal and everything. Sometimes I forget it even happened, so.
How often does she need to keep going back for the MRIs?
is this the first one or have we done another? We've done one. I remember initially I think we did one correct. Let me look. Let me just go in here.
Yeah, I think it's like my third since getting the first, maybe my fourth, I don't know. Since the very beginning though.
First was on March 13th, 2019. Surgery was in April. Does that sound right?
Yep.
I would probably do one in 3 years.
In 3 years?
Unless you have some new onset symptoms.
Okay.
Right? You're having really bad neck pain that's just abnormal for you. It's not the neck pain you're having now that comes and goes.
Yeah. It's like a consistent neck pain or something?
Correct. Or if it's severe, obviously.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think we went in there and took pretty much everything out.
Okay.
And that's why we used you. So I would say 3 years.
Yay.
Just because everything's been negative, I would just wait 3 years now.
Sounds good.
Well, stay safe out there. If anything comes up or you have questions, give us a call.
Okay. Glad it was good news today. I was a little bit stressed.
Now you can be a little stress-free, right?
Right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too, bye. I was so nervous today for some reason. I thought it was gonna be back, and now I don't have to do an MRI. Not every single year, I have to do it in 3 years.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh, I'm so happy.
That's awesome.
For some reason, when he first called me, I thought like something like he was like kind of talking like this, and like I was
Kinda
like, oh
quiet,
no, I
yeah.
think he has bad news. Like I literally thought he had bad news, so I'm so glad it was all good.
Yay! It's all good. It's all good. Better call Josh and tell him.
I know. Hey, so I just got off the phone with the doctor about the MRI results.
Yeah.
And everything still looks really good, so I don't have to do another MRI for 3 more years now.
Holy cow.
I know. Isn't that nice?
Yeah,
I'm so happy. I was so stressed.
that's good. Nice job, babe.
Thanks. All right, love you.
Love you, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so as you saw, Cass's results were awesome. In fact, they said she doesn't even have to get another MRI for 3 years, which is huge for her because no matter what, every year we've gone back, it just gives her all this anxiety and it reminds her of all of the stress of knowing she had the tumor and getting it out and just the fear that it could come back. And so we are super excited and super grateful that nothing's growing back, her tumor is not growing back, and that everything's still in place and she's doing really well. So she's super excited about that, as you saw. And so now we will move on to Lily. So I'll just show you a little bit of footage of what happened with Lily here. She was roller skating. She came home and told me, Mom, I landed like this and all my weight was on my arms and it hurt really bad. She's like, I feel like everything went up, like there was too much and it hurt so bad, and like I started shivering.
Like
and
I tried to stand up and I just like fell back down. Like I didn't have any upper strength to like lift me up.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and put your arms out like this.
Oh.
She's like, don't hurt me.
Okay, I'm gonna
so
be
much
really
pain.
gentle. So right there, and don't let me push in. Can you hold them? How's that? Does it hurt a lot or a little
It
bit?
hurts a little bit.
Okay, we're gonna push out. Okay, hold your hands there, kind of push towards me. That hurts. Okay, I'm gonna bring your arms up like this. Sorry, they're hurting a lot right now with what I'm doing. No, you're nervous.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then I'm gonna push down. Can you hold your arms up?
Oh, that hurts.
Like a lot?
No, just a
Okay.
little bit.
Okay, go ahead and relax. So now I don't want you doing anything. I'm just gonna put your arms through some motion, okay?
She's in a lot of pain, and she's a tough cookie, so it has
She
to
is,
really
dang
hurt
it.
her.
If I push around your shoulder, does that bother you?
Right here it does.
Like right there? Okay. All right, so now,
Oh, right
can you put your arms over your head?
there. It just hurts a little bit.
Okay. Do you want to try it, or you? Here, I'll just do this side.
Right there hurts.
Is it because you're shifting this? Is this what hurts? Like when you do this?
So it should hurt here around your shoulder.
No, it's like just like right here.
How about on your back? Just super tight, like everywhere she's tight. You know,
She
which,
has been doing this.
yeah, if you know, if she, I mean, if she didn't break anything, but she just shook herself hard, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
all
Like-
the joints that are attached.
Like
and
when
then-
I first came home, like when he told me, it was like, oh, you probably just like
Yeah.
hurt your muscles a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have you lay back. You able to do that? Okay.
That like hurts really bad to lay down.
Like your whole chest hurts.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so I'm gonna push on ribs first. Okay. Does that hurt through there? How about on this side? Same. Hurts the same on both sides.
All right, guys, so I have Lily here, and as you can see, she is not wearing a brace or anything. So the results of her x-rays were that she didn't actually break anything, which is huge. And look at her already moving. So just to recap, I'm sure that many of you were like, why on earth did she not go to the doctor for an entire almost week after she was injured, right? Well, the first day that Lily came home from skating, she said, Mom, I fell back and I was laughing so hard. And it kind of felt like I just like used all those muscles because I didn't touch the floor. And now I feel really sore, like I did 1,000 push-ups. And so at first we just thought, oh, she probably just, you know, injured her muscles or like whatever. And so it's like doing a major workout or whatever. And then after a couple of days passed, it started getting kind of worse, but she was still like going to school. I kept asking her, are you sure you don't need to go to the doctor? And she's like, no, I'm okay. I just like, I can put my arm up and stuff, but it just kind of hurts when I stretch out. And I said, okay, well just, you know, just keep trying to move your arms around and work it out and have some ibuprofen, you know, for pain. And then yeah, after like 5 days when, let's see, she demanded to go to school though. Again, she demanded to go to school. But finally, when I was like, is it really hurt you that bad that you can't even hardly turn? And she was like, yeah, it hurts really bad. In fact, last night I was up till 3 in the morning crying because it hurts so bad. I was like, oh my gosh, Lily, why do you come and tell me? I still don't know why you didn't come and tell me.
My phone, I don't sleep with my phone by my pillow. It's on the other side of my room.
Okay.
So I was like, I can't sit up to go get it and I need to go pee, so I'm just gonna lay here
She
in pain.
was just trapped. She couldn't get the phone to tell me. She couldn't go to the bathroom. She just laid there trapped. And then the next morning she still got up and got ready for school. Like, okay, where are we not? Anyway, we need to have better, you know, like, what's the word? Communication with how we're feeling in our body.
I mean, I could have yelled at like 3 in the morning, but
yeah, I would have totally came running. But anyway, I felt horrible that she was up. So that morning when she was like, yeah, actually was up till 3, I'm like, okay, Lily, you're not going to school. We're going to go get you into the doctor. But then I called the doctor and they couldn't even get her until after school anyway. So she still went to school in that much pain, I know. And it was so sad when the doctor was checking her out. Oh my gosh. I started crying, like I felt so bad. Like she doesn't show that she's in pain and then all of a sudden he's checking her out and she's crying and I'm like, holy cow, she's in a ton of pain. Anyway, the doctor checked her out. As you saw, she went to get her x-rays and when the x-rays came back, the doctor called and told me that nothing had been broken. He said, but having said that, we know her bones are safe, but he said, with that much jarring and that much trauma to all those joints, there's tons of joints, and he went through all these like big medical terms of this is connected to that, and the left bone's connected to the right bone, and I was just like, okay, there's lots of bones connected with stuff. And he said, I think she just traumatized all those joints at once, and so all of her muscles with not moving have just tightened up, and that's why it kind of got worse and worse over time, so that by the time we took her, she was miserable, is they just tightened up. So what he did is he gave her a muscle relaxer, he gave her a steroid to help everything heal, and she is doing a little bit better. And in fact, I've had to keep her from doing things. She's like, wants to go on her thing she got for Christmas, her, what's it called? Scooter rider, what's it called? Her little motorcycle thing. And I'm like, no, you're not. You can't. Have you watched the video of yourself? Did you see how much pain you're in?
I know, the other day I tried working, I was like, you just pushed through the pain.
Yeah,
and
no.
then I was like, nope.
No pushing through this pain. Let's not push through the pain. Let's just slowly heal and give our time, you know, give our body time to heal. And like he said that in another week or so when she's not quite so sore, that it would probably be good to take her in for a massage to kind of just massage out those really tight areas. He said a lot of her pain's coming from just tightening up those muscles and holding them really tight and still, that can really cause a lot of pain. So anyway, so she's healing and we are super happy that she didn't break anything, and we're sorry that we stressed all of you out there. I know a lot of you were so
all my
concerned.
TikTok comments. Are you okay? Are you dead?
Okay?
Is this why you're not posting?
It just took a fat minute to get all of the results, and then we thought, you know what, we're just gonna post a video instead of an Instagram to let all of you know that Lily is great and doing good and healing. But she's still being very careful, right? Right. Oh, these kids are gonna drive me crazy. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this update.
Make sure you subscribe down below.
Hit the notification bell.
Give this video a big thumbs up.
And follow us on Instagram and Facebook and
And
TikTok. See you guys. Take care. Be safe.